What's going on, America, and welcome to a very spooky episode of Real America. In random news, out of all the phobias looked up in Google in 2020, anthropophobia made up 22%. That's right, America, the phobia of other people seems to be the thing that Americans are most concerned about. For those of you keeping score, that's 5 times as much as it was back in 2019. Granted, it has been one terrifying year filled with screams, tricks,
because it's a vote by mail election is somehow going to make it a fraudulent one is just patently false.
and maybe a handful of treats.
So help me God.
So we here at Real America thought we'd make a list of what we deem are the most terrifying, horrifying, and gruesome moments of 2020 so far. So get yourself some candy, sit back, and enjoy the horror. I'm Graham Allen, and this is Real America. First on our list is the terrifying and now infamous murder hornet. Thank God these terrifying flying demons from hell could not find suitable mates here on Earth because life as we know it would cease to exist. Yeah, a constant fear of being stung to death by a murder hornet sure does put a damper on Sunday cookouts. Literally, my children are afraid of ants. I don't even know what to do anymore. You thought Freddy Krueger was the thing of nightmares to haunt you while you sleep? Try looking a murder hornet dead in its face. Next up on our scary list of 2020 is when a monkey in India decided to steal COVID samples. A monkey! Yes, a monkey.
Where's the monkey now?
He's upstairs putting his nunchucks away.
Attacked a lab technician in a medical school in India and ran away with blood samples from 3 patients infected with COVID-19.
Oh my God!
But don't worry, the robbed lab technician of course did what was right and contacted the authorities, but not before they took out their phone to record the event. After searching the video evidence, police were able to identify that the monkey of course climbed up a tree and began to gnaw at the vials. No, monkey, no. Put it down!
Marcus, don't hit that. Bad Marcus.
Can you imagine how horrifying this would have been? Do you have any idea how many thrillers/horror films have been made with monkeys obtaining a disease that takes out humanity as we know it? Next up on our list, the answers of the unknown were finally given to us in 2020 when the government confirmed that UFOs are actually real and the entire world lost their minds. Actually, no, that's not true at all. The world did not give a crap because 2020 could not possibly be any scarier. Jake, nobody cares. Why is this even on the list? Next up on our list, we want to send our thoughts and prayers by those affected by the fires in Colorado and California. With over 90,000 forced to evacuate and over 30 dead, this is a tragic event that has affected the entire country. Starting to look like the freaking scene from Volcano, where an actual volcano is going to pop up in LA at any moment. What was originally blamed to be climate change, recent footage has now shown that these fires were started by a bunch of arsonists. That's right, nothing claims we love the earth more than a bunch of climate activists setting fire to the earth to prove that we need more green policies.
Oh, you are so dumb. You are really dumb, for real.
Next, we go to Venezuela all over again with the country known as CHOP, which was once a beautiful autonomous zone where fear, pain, and worry of oppression from police were non-existent. Where waterfalls, beautiful unicorns even made appearances from time to time to pee on the crops to make sure they grew even better than natural rain. These great human beings were simply put on this planet to show the world what it could be, not what it is.
Is this real life?
No! In fact, it was a horror show. If Jason Voorhees and that chick from The Ring united to have a love child, it would be Chop.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my God, are we these people now? Riding around with a skeleton baby in my bike?
God.
When terrorist organizations like Antifa teamed up with groups of homeless people in Seattle, they just decided to take over a couple blocks and say, this is ours. If you look at some of the footage, they look like great individuals. In fact, they kind of look like this.
Here's the plan, Sandins. You have until our provisions arrive, provisions which will help us break into your elegant home.
This insane idea led to a few people dying and thousands of people out of business and out of work. Are we simply supposed to sit back as Americans, as other crazy people who believe that Lord of the Rings is real, take over our streets and say that this is simply ours? Absolutely not. It is time to fight back against the demons. CHOP, along with the riots after George Floyd, basically made 2020 an entire marathon of Purge movies. Side note, it won't be long until The Strangers becomes a real thing.
Very hard to fill his shoes.
Mike Bloomberg officially dropped out of the presidential race in March after what is now being deemed the most annoying and most horrifying presidential race in American politics.
Big gay ice cream is the best.
That's right, folks. I would voluntarily want to play a game in a Saw movie.
I want to play a game.
Then see another Mike Bloomberg ad.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Mike Bloomberg spent over $1 billion to only win one area.
Man, that sucks!
Do you have any idea how hard you have to work to actually spend $1 billion, much less suck as hard as Mike Bloomberg did? Next up is the New York story of the COVID nursing homes. Under a policy he enacted, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo moved approximately 6,400 seniors into nursing homes from hospitals without properly testing to see if they were still contagious. This policy is absolutely to blame for the sky-high numbers that happened in New York. All the while, though, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo had his people in his best interest while he worked on his new book. What was this new book about, you might ask? Well, naturally, it's about his leadership in overtaking and dealing with COVID-19, but I digress. Governor Cuomo is a disgrace to New York and a disgrace to America. Also, have you seen those nipple rings? Kim Jong Un, one of the worst people in the world, has been rumored to have a lot of medical issues this year, and in fact, tabloid rumors started circulating that his sister was next in line to take his place, and my God, have you seen her? Has anyone ever seen The Grudge? A lot of people make fun of the gingers and saying they have no soul, when in fact, this is what a soulless person actually looks like. Lizzo scarred all of us when she decided to take a photo shoot in a swimsuit. Now, this is not me fat shaming. Live your life, do what you do, be proud of your body, but my God, some people have no business taking pictures in a swimsuit. Now, I'm all about fashion, but if your swimsuit becomes so stretched that it starts to look like a flesh suit, maybe it's time to get another size.
What the hell is that? Did you kill a cheetah?
Jake! Take it away. But rest assured, God is still real. To save us away from Lizzo's pictures, a meteor is going to come dangerously close to the Earth on November 2nd. At this point, what other things do we need to panic? I'm half expecting Jason to return to Crystal Lake. Neil Tyson has actually said that it's going to give the Earth a buzz cut. What? At the end of the day, 2021 may become the greatest year of all time because it actually gets us out of 2020. Much like Jamie Lee Curtis when she defeats Michael Myers in any Halloween movie. Go out this Halloween and enjoy yourself. Even though in 2020 every costume has been deemed racist or offensive, you can always do a classic and go as 3 hole punch Jim.
Yeah, well, look, what about me?
What are you? A monk?
At the end of the day, and all jokes aside, the scariest thing that can happen in 2020 is for us as Americans not to enact our rights and vote for who we believe should be elected as the President of the United States. It is your right and it is our responsibility as Americans to do so, so make sure to get out and vote. That's all we have for this spooky episode of Real America. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube, and as always, for those who can't, I'll say it for you. What's up, guys? Graham Allen here. If you like the video you just watched, be sure to subscribe to the official Turning Point USA channel to keep up with everything we've got going on now.